I'm going to show you step by step how to create a free functional CRM in Google Sheets. Essentials. So there's a couple of essential pieces of information we need to include in our CRM to track its progress. So the first one is sales rep assignment, then qualification, then status, then company information, which includes emails, phone numbers, addresses, then stakeholder information, which is the person which you are directly talking to that's in the company, can be a decision maker. Then there's the date last contacted, then the number of times contacted, and finally actionable. So an actionable is where we can put notes for what's the next step to take. And if we've lost a client, then we'll be able to see why and what is the reason and what remedies can be put in place. So these are very important to track, to see what patterns are working to close a sale and what patterns are working to actually collapse the sale. So this is measurable, which means that it's measurable, which means we're able to track this, and whatever can be measured and tracked can be expanded upon and improved. So if you haven't already, pause the video right here, open up Google, preferably on your computer, but you can use your phone as well, and let's get building. All right, so the way that this works is you log into your Google account. If you haven't, just create one and you can log in. And once you're done, you go over to these options, whatever those dots are, whatever you call them, and you click go to Google Sheets. Just wait for it to load. And then we'd open up a blank spreadsheet. And let's title this. What we do is that we will title this, let's just call it called the CRM template. And after then, you can see we have columns labeled A, B, C, D in alphabetical order, and rows in numbers going down. So this is called the first cell CRM. And we just select it. I press on the Windows computer Control A, on Mac I think it's Command A, and then Command or Control B. Or you could select it and go to this B, and it will make it bold, and let's change the size. Let's make it a little bigger than before. So that cell is that size. So there are a couple of essentials which I mentioned, and what we're going to do is that we're going to start creating those essentials in the cells and just organizing it in a really beautiful way. So this is what's going to happen. If you have a team, then you would have a cell called sales rep, where you can actually have options of different people you want to put in. And if you don't, then you can just leave the cell out, leave that column out. So let's call it sales rep. I'm going to make it bold as well. Same thing, the command and then B. Let's make the cells, give it a color like yellow. So make it yellow. After sales rep, we have qualification. Okay, command B. Control B. Here we go. Let's just give it a nice color. After that, let's use status. Control B. We just want to repeat this the whole time until we've completely filled all of the criteria out. And there's one that I left out, but we're going to include it here. Let's call it value. So it'll be the value of the sale. It could be, let's say, $200. It can be $10,000. It can be whatever the amount is that you need. After qualification, company, category, email. So this is the company information. So the company, I think I forgot to include category, but we'll put category as well, to see what company it falls in. Email. You can also edit this to make it exactly how you want to make your CRM to be, what information is relevant to you. Let's go phone number. So we'll go for phone number. Just save some space like that. Phone number. Location. This is all the company information. And then after that, let's actually color all of these one so that we can know what we're dealing with. Let's go for maybe just that's a dark blue. Actually, that's not really nice. Let's just make it gray. company information, and then this is the stakeholder, a stakeholder info. So this is the person from the company who you are talking directly to. Let's just say stakeholder name over here in this cell. Stakeholder name. And then after that, let's say stakeholder phone number and date last contacted. Stakeholder phone number, bold. You can put the stakeholder email because that's going to be pretty essential. The essentials. Yeah. B, let's make it bold. After stakeholder email, we then do date last contacted and time, number of times contacted. Date last contacted. That's contacted. Number of times contacted. Let's just use the hash. Number of times contacted. And then that's for the final one. We'll use actionable. So actionable. So this is where we can leave our notes. Is B. So let's give all of these one particular color. Let's just group everything together to make it simple to understand. We can maybe go for, we haven't used green, so we'll use green. You can also change the color of the text itself to make it stick out. I think that looks a bit too neonish. So let's just maybe go with, let's just stick with black. You can categorize this. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's just stick with black. You can always categorize this as you see fit. So this is the text color and the fill color for the cell. So let's just go a bit back here. So that's, you can see we've set this out. So now, if we're working with a team and we want to have multiple options, for example, multiple options of information to choose from, this is what we'll do. So, but okay, before we do that, let's go straight for it. This is what we'll do. Let's first create category. Let's not give category. Let's first create a category. I think it's category, and then from category, this is where we would have our options for our sales reps. So under this, if we want to have options for any of these type of columns to fill in, say we have 4 sales rep and we want to choose, okay, we want to assign a sales rep to this lead. So the lead will go across the entire row and fill in all the columns across the entire row. So this will be like one lead. So, but if I want to assign sales rep 1, sales rep 2, sales rep 3, sales rep 4, then I would need to create a way to make options. So I would click on the cell here, go to insert and drop down. So here I can create my options. So let's call this sales rep 1. Let's call this sales rep 2. Let's add maybe just 2 more. Let's just use 3. Sales rep 3. So we can also assign colors here. So let's say we want to give him a yellow. Let's give him a green. Let's give him a red. Yeah. You can also just change the color. I kind of don't like how flow they make this color. So let's give him a complete. Let's give him a makeover. Let's give him green. That's way much more prettier. Let's go for pink maybe. It's nice and nice. It's a hot pink. Okay, so we can name here and we can add more items if you have more options. Just press done. So there you can see now we can assign different sales reps to different positions. So let's duplicate this by clicking on this, dragging down. There we can, this is how we can actually multiply. So we can assign sales rep 1 to this lead, sales rep 2 to this lead, sales rep 3 to this lead, and so on and so on. And if we ever want to add more or remove a sales rep, we'd click on the cell like so, and then we would click edit button, and this is where we can add and delete any other things from the drop down. So qualification, we would actually create a drop down here. So let's go insert, select the cell, the first cell on qualification, insert drop down. Let's say qualified, and then let's give it a color. Let's give it a positive color like a green or yellow. Let's give it a yellow. It's a lot. It's happy. And then disqualified, we can go qualified, disqualified. Let's give it like a bit of a. I don't want to be depressing, but anyways. And once we're done, we press done, and now we have these options. So let's, like I said, let's expand this down a couple of leads down. Select the cell here on the corner dot, drag it down to full. It'll pull all the way down. So after in status, we would create. This is where we would see the progress of the lead. So we would insert another drop down. Click on the first cell of status, insert, drop down. So this is the different criteria we'll put here. We'll put cold, we'll put warm, we'll put hot, we can even put an exclamation mark. We'll put one, and we'll put lost. So let's put an exclamation mark. Let's put 2 exclamation marks here. You can make it as fun as you want it to be. So let's let this express. So cold, let the colors express what these different options are. So cold, press OK. Let's give it warm, a warm color. So we'll go for like an orangish thingy going on. And then hot, we'll choose a red color. We'll go all the way red. Hot, red, hot. Let's give one a very happy yellow. Yeah, that's one. And then lost, we can give it a gray. There's a gray. Yeah, we want to still read the word. All right. So we press done, and now we have all of these options. So let's expand this down. Expand this down here. And the value, this is where we would actually not have an optionable value. We would actually put in what the worth was. So let's say it was $10,000. Let's say this lead was worth $2,000. That's 20,000. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want. Okay. So whatever you're selling to this prospect, to this lead, you would put the value. If it's a package for a certain price or product for a certain price, you would put the value of whatever it is you're trying to sell them. So this is just a simple way of doing this. It's very good to start up. So let's say we research information. We did a lot of information research about our prospect and who we're looking for and who they are and what they are. So when we insert our information, we would start with the company. Let's say ABC and Co. Okay, that's ABC and Co. Let's say the category they fall into is finance. The email, this we'll put in ABC at, let's say admin@abc.com. Our phone number, we put anything. Location is in London. So let's make this location bold. That's Command B, or just click there. So who are we talking to? John Doe. That's the person who we're talking to in this case, from this company. So the stakeholder's phone number, insert our stakeholder's phone number, stakeholder's email. Let's just make this so we can actually see what's happening. We can actually use text wrapping for this, so that we don't have to expand too wide. So we can do this with all of them. It will just make it the row a bit thicker, but it will definitely make things easier to read. It's not like so expensive. So you can actually select all of them. Let's just do this. Let's use this. Okay. So stakeholder email. So it's johndoe@abc.com. I keep on putting ABS. Maybe this is something. Maybe you need to start a company called ABS. Yeah, I think so. So, what was the last date you contacted them? The fourth of July, 2024. How many times have you contacted them? So you're putting information, you haven't really contacted them yet, but the more you track your progress, you'll be able to put 12 times, 6 times, whatever is relevant. So for now, I'll just put 0 because we haven't contacted. So what's the next action that we have to take? We have to make first impression. We have to make contact. Initial contact. Yeah, so this is how we can actually track this progress. So let's give actionable just a different color because it's not part of the stakeholders information. So there we go. So what we can do from here is we can fill in all of these rows here, every one of them of different leads. We can see how many leads we have. Let's say this. Let's add a row here because we have category. So let's say this is a financial lead list here. So under category, let's add a column. So over here, I'll just drag my mouse over there. You see those 2 lines. Right click, and I would insert a row. Let's insert a row above. So I'll drag my mouse there again, right click, insert a row above. Why is it not working? Oh, okay, I see. I must actually select the cell. So let's insert a row above here. Let's just delete these options here. We can select here in the corner. Don't select this part. Let's select anything else in the cell, the frame, and press delete. Or we could have just selected the frame and right click and then delete cell. So I'm going to say this is a finance category. Let's make it bold. Let's make this category a bit larger, the word a bit larger so we can understand the difference. So there's finance. Let's make it maybe at least 12, 11. Yeah. So from here, we can actually create this is the lead list for the finance category. And if we want to just implement this going down for another category, say I've completed all of the leads here from this category, say I want to have an insurance category. So I'll just copy this. Let's give it a little space and let's call this insurance. Bold. Control B. This one was size 12. Let's go size 12 again. Size 12. And if I want to bring all of this kind of information down with these drop-down menus, these same drop-down menus, what I would do is that I would just select from the frame. I'll select from the frame, drag over, press copy, Command C or Control C, and then scroll down, select from this cell underneath the category name, Command V or Control V, it pastes the same information. So now, this is how you can do this. And if you actually want to edit these, then you can still edit them. So this is how we can fill in. So let's just give more information here. You can have more information. Let's put just random information so we can fill up whatever we need to fill up here. Yeah. So once you've actually filled in all your information, you'll be able to track all of these things down. And what's cool about this is that if you're working with a team, you can actually give them, you as the manager can assign the director of your company. You can assign whoever you want to assign here. Or let's say your sales manager can assign them. This is just very, very basic. It's the crux to get you moving, to get you operating. So yeah, and this is how you can actually start. This is a simple CRM. It's bare bones, but it's very functional. So from now, from this point, you can actually add your logo here if you wanted to. You can insert an image, and then image in the cell, and then you can put your logo there if you wish to. You can add additional information here if they need to contact sales management or the director management, some sort. So yeah, this is a simple way of creating a very easy CRM. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fill these fields in just to make it look like it's actually filled. Let's do this so it's actually looking functional. Let's give you a glimpse of what it could look like. Let's just do this real quick. So in the process of you actually doing your sales reps doing this, they will be able to update your team. So let's give you a scenario. So right now you've gathered information, all this information about these leads. You've got them in, and now you want to start moving forward to make money in your business. So this is what you'll do. You'll start assigning sales rep positions, whether you are managing it or they are choosing. Let them choose, assign, and then they would then qualify. They would first before they make contact, they will actually first see, does this person actually qualify to be a client within my business? Do they qualify? Is it relevant? Is it relevant with the product I'm selling them? So if they qualify, you'd select qualify. If it's irrelevant and it's not going to work out, you'd press disqualify. So what your sales reps would do is that they would select okay, ABC and Co, they qualify. John Doe, they qualified. So the status right now is cold, because you haven't even reached out yet. It will still remain cold when you reach out, but once you start building trust with them, you could change the status of your lead. So let's select cold for now. So then, so and so, your sales rep 1. Let's allow us to see who these sales reps are. So we just want to expand that column. Sales rep 1, it's cold. So here, the value of what they want to sell is about 10,000. Then you may not even put this information at the beginning. This may be empty. And once you find out what the client actually needs and what you're actually trying to sell them, you would then put the value there. So from here, we'll be able to see that they need to reach out to John Doe over his phone number or his email. And what I'll do is that over his phone number, his email, you can actually watch a video that I made about writing cold emails, scripting cold emails, and this will really help you. So you can click in the link below; it will really assist you. And then let's say sales rep 1 contacted once. They contacted twice, thrice, 4 times. Now it's actually getting kind of warm, so we can actually change the status to warm. Now the whole team can see there's progress. There's warm progress now. It's getting there. There's 6, 7, 8, 9. 98 times. 9. Let's say 10. It's getting hot now. So we would actually update. Let's make it hot. Let's say on the 12th contact point, we've closed it. Sales rep 1 has closed it. Then we would change this to 1. Then we know that they're a repeat client. And at this point, you'll be able to expand into a much more expensive CRM. But this is really, really good because you'll have money coming in. But this is something that will actually help you to get off from nothing into something. So if you've lost the client, let's say we've gone through this entire process, they've actually remained cold. Maybe they got warm, then hot, then warm, then cold, and they just disappeared. And then you were about to close them, and now they told you they're not interested anymore. So you would say lost. So let's put on actionable. Once we've lost, what can we do? We would then leave a note here saying, not hey, client lost lost over dissatisfaction. Over what is it? Over it's any reason, over follow-up reasons. Sales rep 2 didn't follow up the client enough. So now what is the actionable? The actionable is to start following up. So let's say the solution is to follow up. So now we can actually see what the actionable is to move forward with this client, because we may have lost them now, but you might be able to come 6 months later, add value, and start following up better so that we can actually win them over. And this is how we can actually close our sales and build our lead list and keep track of what we're doing with our clients. So I hope that this really helps you. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments and I'll be able to answer them for you, of how to do this, how to edit it. And what I'll do is that I'll actually leave a template as well so that you can download this and copy it over and use it for yourself. Otherwise, another important thing that I do have to show you with your team is how are they all going to access this? We have to share this file with them. So what we'll do, we'll go to share and private is if we're not going to share. We would copy this link, right? And once the link is copied, we would email this link to whoever your sales reps are so they can access this as well. And if you have any questions of how to resolve any issues, you can simply just follow me up and just comment and just ask me and I'll answer. So let's also call this sheet, let's name the sheet CRM. There we go. So this is our CRM sheet. So yes. So there you go. I just showed you how to make your own customer relationship management CRM software step by step on Google Sheets. And what I'll do is that I'll leave a link to this file in the description that you can access to, and you can use it for yourself, for your own business, and just build it on how you see fit. And if you find value in this video, in this kind of content, then you can subscribe to my channel, you can leave a like, and you can comment on if you have any questions about what was happening here. And if you have any things you want to learn about, you can leave it in the comments and I'll gladly help you. Because I was in the same position where I didn't understand how to do all of these things in business, how to start a business, what processes have to be there. But I want to be of assistance because I believe that there are young people and even older people who need help, and I'm more than willing to help. So it would really help if you can subscribe and support my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.